Title: The Test of Kindness. When my son told me he had found the woman he wanted to marry, my heart swelled with pride. I had raised him alone, after his father passed away, working long hours as a cleaner so he could study and have a better life. So when he brought up the idea of marriage, I was happy, but also a little anxious. He said, "Mom, her name is Alina. She's from a good family, and I really want you to meet them." A good family. I smiled, but deep down, I worried. Would they look down on me for being poor? My hands were rough from years of scrubbing floors, and my clothes were simple. I had nothing fancy to show, no wealth to boast of, just love and honesty. So, when the day came to meet Alina's family, I decided to do something unusual. I wanted to know what kind of people they really were. Were they kind, or were they the type who only respected wealth? That morning, I purposely dressed in my oldest, faded clothes. My sandals were worn out, my hair loosely tied. I took a small, cheap purse with me, no jewelry, no makeup. My son, Armin, looked a little nervous when he saw me. "Mom, are you sure you want to wear that?" he asked hesitantly. I smiled gently. "My dear, if they love you, they'll accept me as I am." He sighed but didn't argue. We arrived at Alina's family home, a large, beautiful house with a golden gate and a shiny car in the driveway. The moment we stepped inside, I could feel the chill behind the smiles. Her mother, elegantly dressed and wearing perfume that filled the room, greeted me with a polite but distant tone. "Ah, you must be Armin's mother," she said. "Please, have a seat." I thanked her softly and sat on the edge of the couch, careful not to stain anything with my old clothes. Her eyes scanned me from head to toe. "So, what do you do, Mrs.?" "Just call me Samina," I said with a smile. "I clean offices and homes. It's not much, but it's honest work." She raised an eyebrow, clearly surprised by my answer. Alina's father, sitting across from me, cleared his throat and asked, "Your husband doesn't work?" "He passed away when Armin was little," I replied. "It's just been the two of us since then." There was an awkward silence. Alina looked uncomfortable, glancing between her parents and me. Her mother finally spoke again, forcing a smile. "Oh, that must have been difficult. But I suppose hard work builds character." I nodded. "Yes, and it teaches gratitude." They offered me tea, but I could feel the tension. Her mother's smile was polite but tight, her father's tone formal, almost cold. Only Alina tried to keep the conversation kind, asking me about Armin's childhood and my favorite dishes to cook. After an hour, I excused myself and left. My son walked me out, looking embarrassed. "I'm sorry, Mom," he said quietly. "They're not usually like this." I touched his cheek. "Don't apologize, my boy. I've seen enough to understand." That night, I couldn't sleep. Alina seemed sweet, but her parents? I wasn't sure. Would they respect my son, or would they always remind him of where he came from? Still, I didn't say a word to discourage him. True love shouldn't be broken by pride or status. A few weeks later, Alina came to visit me, alone. She arrived at my small apartment, where the walls were faded and the furniture old. I was surprised to see her there. "Come in, my dear," I said warmly. "It's not much, but please feel at home." She smiled shyly. "I wanted to meet you properly, without all that formal tension." We talked for hours. She told me she admired how I raised Armin alone, and that she didn't care about money or status. She loved my son for his heart, not his bank account. By the time she left, I felt reassured. I could see sincerity in her eyes. Months passed, and they got engaged. Alina's parents still treated me with distant politeness, but I stayed calm. People can change, I thought. Sometimes kindness melts even the coldest hearts. But life has its ways of turning tables. A month before the wedding, Alina's father suddenly fell ill. He had a heart attack and needed immediate surgery. The hospital bills were enormous, and their savings were locked in business investments that couldn't be accessed quickly. One evening, Armin came home looking worried. "Mom," he said, "Alina's family is in trouble. They need money urgently for her father's surgery." "How much?" I asked. He told me the amount. It was huge. I took a deep breath, then opened the drawer under my bed. Inside was the money I had been saving for years, every spare coin, every small bonus, even part of my late husband's insurance. I had planned to use it for my old age. Without hesitation, I handed it to him. "Give this to them. Tell them not to worry." He looked shocked. Mom, this is your life savings. I smiled softly. If that man had treated me coldly, it doesn't matter. He's Alina's father, and she'll be my daughter soon. Family helps family. The next day, Armin gave them the money, without telling them it came from me. The surgery went well. Alina's father recovered fully. A week later, they invited me to visit again. When I arrived, her parents greeted me at the door with warmth I hadn't seen before. Her mother even took my hands and said, "Mrs. Samina, I owe you an apology. I misjudged you the first time we met. You are a wonderful woman." I smiled. We all make mistakes. The important thing is we learn from them. Her father added, "We found out it was your savings that paid for my surgery. We don't know how to thank you." I shook my head. "Please, don't thank me. Just love my son sincerely, and treat him kindly. That's all I want." They insisted on repaying me, but I refused. "Health and peace are worth more than money," I said. From that day, everything changed. They started treating me like family, not like someone beneath them. At the wedding, Alina's mother hugged me tightly. "You may have come to us as a poor woman," she whispered, "but you've shown us what true richness looks like." I smiled with tears in my eyes. Richness isn't in gold or property. It's in the heart. Later that night, as I watched my son and his new wife dance, I felt peace in my soul. My little test, the act of a poor, naive mother, had revealed who truly had hearts of gold. Because sometimes, it's not wealth that tests people's character. It's simplicity. And I was proud that, in the end, kindness had won.